You wanna know which gear you should use. Okay, 5-minute guide on choosing the right gear sets and pieces. Alright, I will first explain the gear sets and then demonstrate how to choose the right gear pieces at the end. Let's get started. First is the Eternal Sheer Knight. This is for supports that can apply either Amp Protected, Susceptibility, or Weakened. This is great for support characters such as Shai-Hi, Gilberta, Ardelia, and Antal. Other characters such as Li Feng, Catcher, and Snowshine can also use this. This set gives HP and a team buff whenever the user inflicts any of the mentioned effects. Next is Tide Surge. This is for arch DPS that often uses their skill to apply stacks. Right now, Last Rite is the best user of this. This set gives skill damage buff and arch damage buff when applying at least 2 stacks. Next is the Type 50 Yinglong. This is for increasing combo damage. The Pan can maximize this, while Estella can make use of the high will stats. This set will give attack buff and a stacking single-use combo damage buff whenever a teammate uses their active skill. Next up is the MI Security. This is for crit DPSs. Right now, only a Vaughn can use this set. This set gives crit rate and a stacking attack buff per crit up to 5 stacks, and more crit rate at max stacks. Next up is Hot Work and Pulsar Labs. These sets are good for increasing arch reaction damage and effects. Hot Work is good for Levantine and Wolfguard, while Pulsar Labs is good on Perlica. Both of these sets give arch intensity, while Hot Work buffs its users heat or nature damage when triggering combustion or corrosion respectively. Pulsar Labs, on the other hand, buffs its users electric or cryo damage when triggering electrification or solidification respectively. Next up is Frontiers. This set is good for Vanguards. This works well on Pogranishnik, Akekuri, Alesh, and Arclight. This set gives combo skill cooldown reduction and a team damage buff when the user recovers SP. Next is the Bone Crusher. This set is good on characters that go all in on their skill damage. Currently, the best user of this is Aviwena, however, Endmin can also use this on certain playstyles. This set gives attack buff and a single-use battle skill buff when the user casts combo skill. Next up is the Ether Tech. This set is for vulnerable stack applier and user. The best user of this is the Pan. This set gives a stacking physical buff whenever the user applies vulnerable stacks on an enemy. There is also a bonus physical damage buff when the enemy has max stacks. Next up is the Link set. This is for healers to improve team survivability. Ember and Snowshine can use this well. This set gives more healing and a damage reduction buff when healing teammates. Next up is the Swordmancer. This is for physical support DPS to help stagger faster. Endmin, Chen, and Li Feng can use this well. This set gives stagger efficiency bonus, and the user deals extra damage and stagger whenever they apply vulnerability. There are also specialized gear builds such as the Ult Spam build, usually used on characters like Fluorite, Wolfguard, and Alesh. The pieces for this are Tidefall Light Armor, Link's Gloves, and 2 pieces of Redeemer Seal. This set gives 84.20% of ult gain efficiency. Alright, now I will show you how to choose the right pieces. First of all, you only need 3 pieces of the set, and you can use any other piece for the remaining slot. When choosing the pieces for the DPS, make sure to prioritize the correct attribute and passive effect. For example, my gear set on Endmin includes these Swordmancer pieces, which has the right attributes and passives for increasing my damage output. The off-piece glove from Ether Tech also has near identical stats to the armor. Now, when choosing the pieces for the support, you should consider which stats will improve their supporting capabilities. For example, I have a Kekuri and I want to maximize her intellect for her passive. Since I am using the Frontier set, these gear pieces give me the most intellect. The secondary attribute increase works perfectly well for her. As for the off-piece, I am using this Eternal Sheer Knight Glove T1 since this gives me both intellect and ultimate gain efficiency, which is both beneficial for her. Anyways, that will be all. Goodbye. If you find it helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.